If you're a marketing agency, you're probably going to fail. There's around 80,000 marketing agencies in the United States alone, and that number is climbing and climbing and climbing. And statistics show that eventually the businesses are going to fail. So in this video, I want to uncover the main reasons why I'm seeing marketing agencies fail and what you can avoid, the pitfalls that you can avoid as an agency owner. Look, we grew our agency to $200,000 a month. We built a team, have a studio, all of that good stuff, and want to share some of the key principles that we've learned, that we've battle tested, that you can hopefully take and take action on so that you can avoid some of the stuff that we're going to talk about. Really, the first thing that causes a lot of people to fail as an agency owner is simply perfection and overthinking. So many people focus on being perfect. Everything needs to be aligned. Everything needs to be perfect before I start executing, before I start lead gen, before I start doing this fulfillment for this person. And what this does is it just simply leads to, delays, missed opportunities, and stifled growth. Remember this, it's the start that stops most people, okay? If you're trying to get the perfect strategy for lead generation, you sit, watch all these videos, create this beautiful blueprint and mural board, and you think it's going to work, then you start second guessing it. Then all of a sudden 2 weeks go by before you actually execute on it. And then when you do decide to execute on it, you're micromanaging, and that's taking a lot of your energy. This is literally just going to lead to more stress, burnout, cap. You're going to be on a hamster wheel, because if you're just constantly overthinking, you're not going to be able to actually collect data and execute and move forward in your agency. So at the end of the day, stop stopping yourself. The best way to figure out if what you're wanting to do, what you're wanting to do at your agency is good, is to test the market, see how the market is responding to it, and let that be your data point, not the cool spreadsheet. Second thing is going to be lack of adaptability. The social media, the digital world is changing left and right. It seems like there's always a new way to serve people. There's always something that's trending that I, as an agency owner, need to adapt to and be on the forefront for. And if you're not thinking about these things, if you're not looking out for opportunities to improve at your agency, to improve your offer, you are going to be stuck. This is kind of the Blockbuster effect, right? Blockbuster, they were crushing it when DVDs were a thing. Everybody was going into stores. It was fun. They had popcorn, all that good stuff. And then Netflix comes around, and they even had an opportunity to buy Netflix. And they're like, ha, 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 Netflix, no way, you're never going to make it. And then Netflix ends up crushing it, and Blockbuster is now out of business. Okay, we don't want to be the Blockbuster. We want to be the Netflix of the marketing agency world. So we need to think about, okay, what's that going ahead? What's innovative? And not that you need to put so much pressure that you need to be super innovative that causes you to overthink and think about something that's not actually going to serve the client, but just being hyper aware of this is going to be paramount for your business. Third thing that's going to help you avoid failure is getting a grip on your finances. So many people just do not have a grip on their finances because nobody teaches it. And I always like to say the numbers never lie, right? If you are an agency owner and you don't have a CFO, then you are the CFO, and you need to run your business as if you are the CFO of your business. This means having a forecast. This means having a P&L. This means monitoring your P&L. This means knowing how you're pricing and making sure that you're pricing accordingly. And if you're not doing this, you're literally just guessing. I remember in our agency, there's been months where I was like, oh God, this month was horrible. This is going to be terrible. I'm dreading looking at the P&L and having the conversation with our bookkeeping team. And then we come to find out we crushed it. Understanding your finances is going to be paramount. For you to get a grip on your finances, what I would suggest doing is building out a forecast for your company. So just simply Google forecast template and fill that out for your business for the next 6 to 12 months. Also, getting a software like QuickBooks or somewhere that you can manage your P&L and review that at least once a month to understand what's coming in and what's going out. The fourth thing that I see people do that could lead to failure is not creating leaders and building a team. At the end of the day, the reality is this: if you're wanting to grow your agency, you need to build a team and you need to become a leader. If you think that you can just hire somebody to do a job at your agency and they're going to do awesome and they're going to be so happy to do that job and you're going to be able to grow and scale and do that for a bunch of people, you are wrong. You see, when you start to scale, when you start to work yourself out of your business, your most important client does not necessarily become the client. It becomes the team, because the team is who's going to be executing on your behalf and holding to a standard. So they ultimately have a lot more control than you do at your agency. So it's your job to make sure that you're feeding in to the team members, you're doing development with them, you're giving them a good culture, you're giving them a runway for their growth as a team member at your company. And by doing this, the team starts to build the company. So you need to become the leader that can lead people, lead your team to becoming the company that you want to become. So for you, focusing on the team. And then what you're gonna be able to do is you're gonna create leaders of leadership, remove yourself as a bottleneck, and be able to completely grow and scale without you really needing even to make a lot of the day-to-day decisions. Empower. If you can grow people, if you can create other leaders at your agency, you're gonna be set up for a win long term. The fifth thing to hit on here is going to be no predictable client acquisition channels. So if you're just relying on word of mouth, referrals, maybe you're freelancing, maybe you're just kind of getting going and you have all this opportunity because you know these people and like there's a lot of people in your backyard that you can go ahead and serve, that spigot is going to end soon. What you can be doing is figuring out, okay, how do I create some predictability in my business? Whether that's, okay, I'm going to do some cold outreach, I'm going to do, Instagram ads, whatever it could be in your business. There's a lot of different strategies that I do talk about on this channel, but whatever that is, you need predictability in your business. And you don't necessarily need to, have it turned on all the time at full max capacity, but something that works for your business that you can turn on and you can turn off. If you can create predictability in your business, that's going to give you peace of mind and allow you to completely grow and scale. And the last point that I want to make here is having a mentor. So as an agency owner, one of the best decisions that I made was getting good mentors. We don't have bosses. We don't have people telling us what to do. We don't know if this strategy is going to work. By getting around people, by having a mentor who's achieved what you want to achieve, who's been where you want to be, that's going to allow you to literally shortcut your success because you get battle-tested systems, battle-tested strategies that have worked for other people, literally transferred into yours. So if I'm dealing with, client acquisition problems, what mentor can I find that has had success with the same channels, with the same kind of business model that I'm in, that I can emulate and get advice from and get systems from so that I can then execute and literally not have to think about it or worry about, am I doing this right or am I doing this wrong? All in all, guys, hopefully these 6 things helped you wherever you're at with your agency. And at the end of the day, I believe in you guys. You guys can do it. Be sure to continue to follow along as I continue to share some of the stuff that I learned along the way through our agency stuff. And if you are looking to grow and scale your agency, be sure to subscribe to the channel because I do post consistent content just like this at least once a week. Also, be sure to follow on the Instagram where you can connect with me on more of a personal level and see more of my day-to-day. And if you are an agency owner that is looking to grow and scale your business and looking for that mentor that can help shortcut your success and help you go from being an operator to an orchestrator, we have our new era agency protocol, which has helped dozens of agencies already and would love to help you to see if you are a fit for what we are teaching other people. So if you want to, you can book a call down below, agencyu.co/book, and see if you're a fit for our consulting program. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next video.